Hello everybody and welcome back to Cook with Sunsar. Today's recipe is chocolate tart. Let's go and make this recipe. To make this chocolate tart, we're gonna need 200 grams of flour, all-purpose flour. We must add this in a bowl, and then we're gonna add 40 grams of icing sugar. After adding these two ingredients, we must give a good mix of these two. Now it's time to add our butter, so we're gonna add around 100 grams of cool chopped butter. And then we must have our clean hands. So with your clean hands, we just have to massage the butter into the flour and make this mixture as a crumbly mixture. And then we're gonna need 2 yolks, so we must beat these 2 yolks very nicely until very nicely incorporated. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome to Cook with Sunsar. If you like our videos, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Now this batter is nicely mixed and you can see it's crumbly and very nicely like breadcrumbs, but it's not breadcrumbs. Okay, so now we must add the yolks, and then with the spoon we just have to give a good mix of this. This process of making the tart shells, the dough we can make in a food processor, but if you don't have a food processor you can always do in the hand with the hands, the way I'm doing it, so it's more easy if someone don't have processor. So now we must knead the dough. Again, we use our hands and knead the dough very nicely until becomes everything very nicely incorporated. While incorporating the dough, if needed, you can add a splash of water and incorporate it nicely to become a soft dough. Now we're gonna knead this dough very nicely. After kneading the dough, we must start to make a ball of this dough. Then we have to wrap this dough in a plastic. As you can see, I formed this dough as a ball. Now I'm gonna wrap this in a plastic and then we have to refrigerate this dough for 1 hour or more. With this dough recipe, we can make small tarts or big tarts, and then you put the filling that you like it. So as I said, we have to refrigerate this for 1 hour or more. And now after refrigerated, I'm gonna unwrap this dough. As you can see, the dough is really cooled down. Now in your clean surface, we're gonna add some flour, and in our rolling pin also we must sprinkle the flour in it. And then we add our dough and then press the dough and roll it into a big circle. After rolling into a big circle, we just roll in our rolling pin and then add the tart into the mold. Don't forget to grease your tart mold. And then my tart is done. Now we have to prick the tart with a fork. And then it goes into the oven for 180 degrees until golden brown and done for about 20 minutes. So our tart shell is done. So let's make our chocolate filling. So we're gonna add in a bowl 75 ml of cream. It must be warm. You just put in a microwave the cream and let it get warm. And then we add the chocolate. We're gonna add around 125 grams of chocolate, and then we must give a good mix of this until the chocolate melts. Because the cream is warm, it's gonna melt the chocolate. But if needed, you put in a microwave and let it melt and keep mixing until it gets thicker. Then we must sieve our chocolate ganache into the tart shell. And after adding it in the tart shell, it's time to go back into the oven. Again into the oven for 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. And our tart is done and is ready. You sprinkle some icing sugar when it's cooled down and decorate as you desired, and then it's time to enjoy this lovely tart. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe, and lots of love.